It's bloody chilly this morning, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll put me bigger coat.
It's we've had a mild, I don't know, couple of weeks perhaps.
Yeah,
But if we've been spoiled, sir, but it feels like it's biting today. Still though, it's above 0, so you can't complain. Right, do you want me to just hold on to the centre line, Kev, or do you want me to?
Yeah, and I'll undo this one.
All right, well, I'll give you a shove out at the front when you're ready. That's a nice centre line, that, Kevin, I must say. I never thought I'd find myself complimenting somebody's rope. That feels slightly odd. Oh, is he heading off, Kev?
Oh, is he moving?
That's uncanny. It's all right, Kev, I'll hold the boat, mate. You can get yourself off before him. Because he won't be looking for mooring anyway, so you're not going to get in his way and vice versa. He'll be looking to go through the locks today. You good? Yep. Okay. You can feel the vibration of your engine up the front here, through the walls. Yeah? Is that enough of a shove, Kev?
Yeah, going to miss yours, ain't we? Yeah. I should move up just after bridge 69 and I'll give you a...
Just drop me a text, Kev, yeah, what the situation is. I'm going to have another brew anyway.
Yeah.
So by the time you're moored up and sorted, hopefully I'll be finishing mine. And if it's all clear, I'll sort of head down. This one of the advantages of having a convoy. You can do a recce mission. I love it. We used to send Diane on ahead to scout. You're the new Diane. I don't know, I thought the older one was better looking though.
Oh yeah, probably.
Right. I'll see you in a bit, mate. I've got a brew to drink. And then I should be hearing from Kevin shortly afterwards. What's the story down at the locks? We shall see. Right. Just a gentle push off. Get me out of the shallows. Okay, I was in neutral. Now I'm in forward. Right. Right, so. Oh shit, there's a boat. Absolute sod's law. So I'm bringing my boat to a standstill. I'm now in reverse to avoid him. That'll do. Sod's law, absolute sod's law. Right, a little bit of forward and a bit of a turn to bring the bow round. And I'm off again. Anyone behind?
No. That's why I wasn't expecting to see anyone. All of a sudden,
Sod's law. Literally the second I set off, I was just setting off.
Oh, just as well, thank you.
No worries, mate. Yeah, you too. Now the thing about those guys was they were going a bit too fast. They had a bit of an emergency manoeuvre to do. But it all went fine anyway. But you know, I suppose you would be tempted to put your foot down if there's no boats. It's freezing cold, you've got to cover miles, so you know, not dissing them for getting their foot down a bit. Fair play. So, a bit nippy as well actually. I think I'll get the gloves on. So it's a short hop this. I'm actually cruising with the idea of reaching a chip shop, a Chinese takeaway, which is near Hillmorton locks. So while I'm on the move, I'm going to fill up with, well actually I'm moving for water as well. I'm going to move on tomorrow, make a proper move down to Braunston So today is just a preparation move. Kevin's gone on ahead to do a recce because he's mooring short of the locks, and he's going to help me through them. I'll moor at the top and come back, and I'll help Kevin through. So we're sort of going to help each other, which is nice. And we're going to do a similar thing. I don't know how we're going to do it, double locks through the Braunston locks and the Buckby locks, because Kevin's also going that way. So at least I've got some guaranteed cooperation and help. We'll help each other on those double locks. I've not done double locks for ages, and I'm not a fan at all. Twice the size of lock, twice the work, twice the stress, you know, for a single boater. Anyway, I'm going to press on. I'm going to fill it with water, and then we're going to go through the locks. And with a bit of luck, we'll both get up through the locks, get moored at the top. There'll be plenty of spaces. And the real bonus of being down here is that there's a chip shop close by, because the towpath is in a bit of a state. It's not really cyclable. That's the good stretch. Further on down, it's horrific. Genuinely, it's awful. But yeah, so this Rugby is behind me, and I'm now heading south, away from Rugby and towards Braunston. And it's a bit of a foggy, misty day today as well. But it looks like a beautiful course, if that's your thing. And on the other side, it looks just like fields, I think. So I don't think there's any built up areas now. I think we're more or less out of Rugby. And did I feel a touch of rain? No, I didn't. I refuse to believe it. Don't think we're going to get naughty weather today. Got some branches sticking out, let's avoid those. It's a beautiful area. And it's a nice town. I don't know why I did feel quite settled in Rugby, and I don't know why that would be. It was a nice handy mooring that I was on. I didn't have any trouble. Potentially, I think I had some fuel siphoned, which is why I ran out. I think that's what happened. But I don't know. It's a nice town. It's an interesting town. All the shops are there. Literally all the shops are there. Even at M&S, you know, the moorings are nice. I didn't feel the vibe. I can't explain it really. There's no logical reason, because the people were fine as well. They're a bit more reserved, I feel. I'm starting to notice some of the locals feel as if the behaviour is slightly more reserved than you see in the northwest, you know, in the likes of Liverpool and Manchester. There's a default is a sort of a smile, generally. Not always, you know. I don't want to paint some kind of rose-coloured picture or whatever the expression is. But that thing about Northerners being a bit more open and welcoming and friendly, I think it's true. Now, it isn't that the Southerners are bad people, obviously. It's just that there's just that initial social contact seems to be managed a bit differently. Once you get to know them and talk to them, you couldn't meet nicer people, you know, brilliant. So it's just, the difference is not fundamentally them, you know, it's behaviours that possibly learned, I don't know. Yeah, it is, it's learned behaviour. That initial social contact sometimes is just a bit more reserved, you know. It's not hostile. I'm not, you know, saying anything like that, other than I would say as a joke, obviously, to wind someone up, but no, not seriously. It would be, I think, in fact, it would be a ludicrous thing to say seriously. How could it be true? You know, it is just a socially learned behaviour in the places where it does exist. It's not a universal thing, just more of a vibe, you know. And that's not the reason why I didn't feel quite as settled in Rugby. It was more on like a psychic level. On a spiritual level, I didn't feel settled in Rugby. I can't explain it. There's nothing that I could put my finger on that was wrong with the place at all. But I just, anyway, you know, it's a fine place to visit as a boater. It really is. The towpath sections south of the town are as muddy as hell for a lot of it. I will say that. But that's the case loads of places, so, you know, and in many times worse than this, to be fair. Don't know what it's going to be like going further south, because I'll be going down the Grand Union, out of Braunston and south. No idea what the paths will be like there. There are certain stretches here which you can walk them, but your shoes are in such a state by the time you get there. Oh, it's horrific. So yeah, no rats though. Well, no, actually not true. Rats at Rugby Town Centre, and I mercilessly slaughtered one of those, and no more came back. I had a bag of rubbish in the cratch and I didn't shift it on the first day, and sure enough, first or second night, scritch out in the cratch, rats, and or a rat. Put a trap out, got it, and thankfully this one was dead when I arrived, you know, discovered it in the morning. It was dead, so it didn't suffer like the other one. I sound like some kind of rat murderer, don't I? It didn't suffer like the other one, like there's millions of them. I've only killed 2 of them. But anyway, and it's kill or be killed really. Is this a boat? We're not going to be far now from the locks, you know. So gloves, pretty much essential wear now. Well, they have been for a while really, to be comfortable. I mean, I'm not going to be found dead at the helm, frozen to death, but it's much more comfortable with gloves, you know. Towpath, oh blimey, that's a bit sketchy. Well, not a bit sketchy, a bit shitty is what it is. Check out that towpath. Horrible, horrible, horrible. And there's a good sort of half a mile of that. Yuck. Twin objectives will be achieved, we hope, by this move. One, we can have a fish and chip, or it'll be chicken fried rice or something for tea or for dinner if you're a Southerner, and I'll also get through the locks, so I'm ready to spring away. It's one of those things, I like to not have a bunch of locks first thing in the morning before a journey. Yeah, Dave told me last year he went past a boat. Don't know where he was, he didn't say, but he went past a boat and he turned his engine back into forward revs when he wasn't quite clear of the end of the boat, and he got shouted at. He actually went into tick over, got 3/4 of the way past the boat, and just as, you know, then back into forward gear, or, you know, some revs. And the woman came out, or I don't know, he didn't say it was a woman actually, but someone came out and shouted at him for not, you know, for doing that. God, how petty have you got to be to shout at someone because they start going up to speed again? You know, when they're almost past you, not completely clear. That just seems like someone's waiting to have a go. So Kevin must be down at the locks, which is a shame because I don't want him standing about getting cold while I'm filling up with water, which is what I've got to do. I would rather he stayed warm in his boat, because he's helping me through the locks. Is this a boat? There's someone standing by a boat. that Kevin? Yeah, it is. Right, so here's the water point where Kevin is, and the locks will be up ahead, just another couple of 100 yards. There we go.
You just passed now.
There we go.
Oh, that one you just passed. I thought, oh, he's going to stop here.
Yeah, no, him. He was the one more behind us. How close am I?
You keep going a bit more.
Yeah, I've got a good distance, haven't I?
But you can still come in a bit more because you've got a ring there for your front one, and this is all your centre.
Right.
So you get your front one on that one there.
Yeah, and the centre maybe?
Well, I thought we could get the centre on that one, but no.
Yeah.
We'll get the front one on that one there, Tony.
Okay, mate, yeah. Could you push that front out just a touch of you?
It's moving.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's moving.
Maybe I've gotten weaker overnight, Kev. It's not beyond the realms of possibility. Ah, get over. It's trying to do it with cold fingers, isn't it? Whew. Right. Ah, it's a young man's game. It actually isn't as well. That's the funny thing. The people least able to do it are the ones, like all the retirees are the ones who do it. Feels a bit flimsy, but whoops a daisy.
That's holding it while you're putting it.
Brilliant, mate. Yeah, all done.
Right. They just take the line. I'll go and get my bottle, then I can do mine from that.